I wanted to make this video because I know for a while for the fast feed kit that the Andis coarse cutter blade wasn't available for some time. As a matter of fact, the Ergo fast feed kit in itself wasn't available, but I was able to go back to the drawing board and revisit some things. And just starting off, I want to go ahead and give you some details of why you see all three blades. Initially, the only blade that we had available was the Andis coarse cutter blade, but for different reasons, I chose to retire that. So then, as of recently, I moved on to the Andis medium cutter blade, which is actually a closer teeth ceramic, just as sharp as this one, but like I say, you get more teeth. And another surprise for you guys, while revisiting this, I was actually able to go back and give you guys the original fast feed cutter blade within itself. So that should help you guys when it comes to having to purchase an outside cutter blade like that one. So luckily I was able to go back and revisit that and give you guys that special treat. Now, starting off, I want to mention that you guys are familiar with this cam follower, and this is a cam follower that I actually designed, and it's very simple. My focus, and it's just a simple insert into you here, snap, just like that. And you know, I just wanted to provide different options when it comes to blades. Now, going back to the coarse cutter, this is what I would consider one of the most important aspects of this mod, for one reason. Because if you notice, unlike the medium cutter, where we're using a cam follower that I designed for the clipper, actually using the original cam follower that came with the clipper, and it's a simple insert. So you could do this either one or two ways. You can either insert the cam cover. Let me go ahead and try to focus. Onto your blade, just like so. And it's gonna fit right in there. And then insert your cam follower right on top of that, just like so. And like I said, this is a original cam follower that comes with the Ergos. And the coming weeks, I will do a video that I'm testing right now with the Wahl cordless legends. I know that a lot of you have been raving about those. And the reason why I chose the cordless legends is because, I don't know if you guys know, but they had the most range of any Wahl clipper. So combining that with the fast feed mod kit, that was actually one of my greatest mods. I'm still a fan of the Ergos, mainly because of the motor that's inside of there. It's kind of hard to compete with that motor, but that magnetic motor. But another thing I want to show you guys. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna actually go back to this last blade. I would have had this design, this in the video today, but I'm actually doing something else right now. But by the time this reaches the website, it will be available. So you could use the original cam, the original cutter blade for the fast feed, which, I'm just trying to provide different options for you guys. But going back, in my last video, I showed you guys how to attach the base for the Ergo fast feed. And really what I should have done is I should have took the bracket off and showed you guys from that point of view. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and show you some new features that I have. So this is gonna be your bracket that's gonna come to slide on top of your bracket. And as you can see, they're the same, let me see, thickness. So we only get enough elevation to clear the width of these cutter blades. Because like I say, these coarse cutters and even the fast feed cutter blade are so thick that you do need clearance. So starting off, I'm just gonna slide this on top of there to the point where this screw is locked into this hole, but I'm not gonna tighten that yet because I wanna actually tighten these two bolts first. And the kit is gonna come with an Allen wrench, and simply put, what you wanna do is you want to screw in the Allen keys while applying pressure. And I'm going to show you something else after I get this going a little bit. But like I said, you want to kind of squeeze your fingers on both sides and then turn this Allen key. And if your screws are not straight, just back out a little bit and then go back in, because you do want to make sure that you're going in straight to keep this flush as possible. Gonna finish that. So, two things, and I'm gonna try to make sure I'm getting focused. Number one, the top of this screw should be flush with the top of this base. You don't want to screw it all the way through. You want it to be leveled out with this. That way that this bottom part of the screw is not intruding too much into your clipper. Number two, there is an arrow right here. There's an arrow that points forward, that we know that you are putting your bracket on in the right direction. And last but not least, you want to flip this over and you want to finish tighten this. To me, this is an optional step, but what I will say, if you are going to be using Andis purple magnetic guards, you do want to have more support, because even on the original Andis clippers, there were times where pulling that magnetic guard off your clippers actually over time does weaken your screw threads. And I'm just trying to look at this from every different angle and try to attack any weaknesses that I see in the clipper. So I'm go ahead and make sure this flush, and I'm gonna show you guys how to attach this to your ergo clipper. So before I slide this bracket back on this clipper, I do want to show you guys, try to get focused, that this is flush. This is very flush. And the good thing I like about this material is that when you screw and your screws, it really it grabs this screw and it holds it real sturdy. And I really like that feature because over time, just certain vibrations could really mess with some brackets are actually aluminum, a strong aluminum, but it can still mess with those. So that's why I actually like this material. But I'm just gonna slide this bracket back on. Make sure you go in straight with it so you don't do that. So I want to slide this bracket back on, and I want to insert the lever as well. So to finish setting this up, I'm only gonna show you guys with the coarse cutter with the original cam follower, and just to give you guys an example of the sound and how it goes. So like I said, you got your two-step process with the cam cover, then the cam follower to connect this blade, just like so. So once again, all we doing is inserting this into the correct holes, and another thing, that's going to actually sit in there once they're inside the holes. But this part is important You just want to put the blade on top of the cutter blade and just push down with your thumb. You don't want to try to push it down and then try to put the blade on top, because it could snap back and crack your ceramic. You should be fine with the metal one, but I would still suggest this same process for all 3 blades. And before you tighten all the way, of course, you want to make sure that you have everything aligned properly. If you want a zero gap, that is possible. But if you want, a lot of range, I know a lot of people aren't really fans of zero gapping. Me personally, I like to fade with these clippers, so I do like the zero gap option. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and screw it in at any particular point. And if you worry about over tightening this, the way this base is designed, the screws are actually going to bottom out against this metal bracket, so it actually won't even allow you to do so. So like I said, once again, you see a weakness and you attack it with different solutions, and to me that was the solution for it. Okay, now you have it. Like I said, these are super quiet. I like the ergonomics of this clipper in every aspect. This is actually one of my favorite clippers, especially with this fast feed mod, because of the original fast feed motor, but you're just getting a cordless version in this application. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. By the way, the Kimmy King is back for my original followers. I get a lot of messages talking about the Kimmy King. So I'm going back to my roots, with the new website, kingclippermods.com. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Nello_blends, BLENDZ. Also on Facebook, same name, and TikTok under _King Nello. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you. Please support the channel if you're not subscribed. I have more industry changing modifications coming to you guys. It's actually more mods that I haven't released than what I have, and as you guys know, I've released a ton of mods over these last 2 years. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, checking out.